Celebrating a banner day here. We're going to talk about how, to best savor a wonderful glass of Cabernet. But what makes Cabernet special? What makes it great?
So Cabernet is currently the most popular grape on the planet. It is the most planted in the United States, most planted worldwide. And it's unique because it's one of the few grapes that doesn't get diseases. It can just grow. It can grow in the vineyards. It can grow in any vineyard worldwide. You're not going to worry about something like phylloxera or something like that getting into it and really impacting the flavor profile. So you can maintain it year in, year out. And that's why it's really popular. But it is what is called a cross. So it's one of these grapes that two grapes had a baby, and Cabernet Sauvignon is that baby.
Let's celebrate its birth. You have one bottle that you wanted to lead with and talk about.
So we're going to start out with Bordeaux. So this is the origin area of Cabernet Sauvignon. So basically, they had the grape Cabernet Franc and Sauvignon Blanc growing in their fields. Those grapes had a crossover, and then you get this, Cabernet Sauvignon.
And what are we smelling? What makes this one wonderful to you?
So with Bordeaux, we're going for French, so it's old world. You're going to get a little bit more of that rustic earthiness, but then you get those ripe kind of black currants and more like dark fruits. A little bit of raspberry in there, but more like that blackberry, blueberry.
Wonderful. And as I take a sip, talk about why this is probably one of the most easiest to pair. I mean, everything goes with
Absolutely.
Cabernet, right?
Cabernet, it's got a big, wide flavor profile. It's bold. It has a good tannin structure, so you feel that little bit of astringency drying out your mouth, and that makes your mouth really susceptible and produces a little bit more saliva. So then you can eat food, and it matches up really well. It also has good balance of acidity, which also you can feel that in the back of your mouth. You can feel that little bit of like saliva starting to generate. That's from acidity. So that's also preparing your mouth for eating more food.
I love that, when we talk wine, you're telling people about the things that really apply to their experience, to their meal. There's another bottle that you especially love that you walk people through.
Yes, so this is from Napa Valley. This is from Freemark Abbey. So this is actually the oldest continuously functioning winery in Napa Valley. And it was an abbey. So much like in France, a lot of the history of wine in California goes back to Catholicism and basically coming in and planting grapes because you always needed grapes for communion. So that is where a lot of wine growing comes from. So this is Napa Valley Cab. Cab from Napa is a little bit more opulent, a little bit more fruit forward. It is a warmer climate after all. But it is a fantastic way to just jump into the weekend. So you can smell that. It's a lot riper. You can definitely pick up those notes of that black currant, but the ripeness, the fruit is a little bit more forward, whereas this one, it's a little bit more subdued and you get more of that nuance and earthiness.
And this is just the kind of wine you can enjoy with any dinner. You can't go wrong ordering
Definitely can't go wrong with the Cabernet.
Excellent.
And it matches with steak, it matches with pork. You can even match it with fish. I go with like a nice smoked salmon or something like that.
Wonderful.
You can definitely pair with a cab.
Well, thank you so much. Cheers.
Cheers.
We appreciate you. Anybody watching can keep up with Alex. Drinks it with Alex Lopez on Instagram, or find him at Buharan's Fine Wine and Spirits, the location 301 Falls Street. And we look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers.